Ladies and gentlemen, what I have here is the very first TFL car Maserati review. This is a 2014 Maserati Quattroporte in Piera Nero, which I believe is silver, the color of the car in Italian. Coming up, a quick take with the brand new 2014 Maserati. Now, I was lucky enough to be in Detroit earlier this year where this vehicle was debuted, but nothing has prepared me for what's under the hood. Check it out. A 3.8 liter twin turbo V8 that puts out 523 horsepower and 524 pound-feet of torque. It's made it to an 8-speed automatic transmission with, of course, paddle shifters. So let's take it for a ride and see how it does at a mile above sea level. Now, this car costs $163,000 and it competes with cars like the Porsche Panamera. And for that, up here at a mile above sea level, you get this. That is the glorious sound of the Quattroporte in full song. Okay, I don't want to go any faster because I was certainly going very fast there. How does it drive? Well, I can tell you from this initial drive that the brake calipers are fantastic. The steering is direct and responsive, and the engine note is glorious. But that's about all I can tell you because I have this car, like I say, for just a very short amount of time. Now, here's the crazy thing about this car. It was built somewhat based on the Chrysler 300, and for those of you who are fans of Chrysler will know that at some point Chrysler was owned by Mercedes and the 300 was built on an E-Class platform. So deep down inside this Quattroporte somewhere is a Mercedes-Benz, and I find that extremely ironic because that's the way the automotive world works. I do love these big paddle shifters, and I do love the fact that I have about every creature comfort known to man. But at $163,000, you would expect that. Is it fast? Yeah. Is it fun? Yeah. Is it special? You bet. Is it expensive? Yeah, it is. But, and this is a pretty important but, Sergio, the CEO of Fiat, which owns Maserati and Ferrari, is trying to sell a lot more of these cars. And there is a little bit of cost cutting in here, which is hard to say at $163,000. Some of these switches feel a little plasticky. This wood right here, I'm sure it's real, but it almost feels fake. Can you believe that? The steering wheel, well, I love that. That's nice and thick. The seats are plush and comfortable. And of course, there is that wonderful growl of that 3.8 liter twin turbo. I'm a sucker for good engine note, and just like the Mercedes-Benz that we recently reviewed, the AMG, I fall in love by the beauty of a car and not necessarily by the practicality of a car. So if you're somebody who loves kind of that Italian design, the Quattroporte, I think you'll like this car. It is the un-Porsche Panamera. That is perhaps the best way to sum it up. So on the TFL scale of buy it, lease it, rent it, or forget it, I don't know. I've only driven it for like 15 minutes because this is a quick take. So come back when we have a chance to drive this car a little bit longer and experience the Quattroporte in proper fast lane car fashion. As always, this is Roman saying, see you next time. Ciao. The fast lane truck, Nathan. That's pretty easy to remember, but I've got an easier one.
Okay.
TFLtruck.com, and that is our brand new website. Check it out for
Trucks. Nothing but trucks. Lots of trucks.
or all trucks all the time. TFLtruck.com. Check it out today.